Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you new here, my name is Chlöe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert. And today I just wanted to share with you, seeing as we're in September, the weather has gone completely rubbish. It's dark, it's grey, it's raining, and I thought this is the perfect opportunity. Let's dive into the autumn winter 2023 hair trends this year. So just a bit of background context as well for those of you who don't know. So I used to work for a hair brand full time. I was their global professional digital content manager, and a big part of my job, what I did every single quarter, I would research, I'd look into kind of up and coming hair trends, and I would put together those hair trends in kind of like a social trends guideline for every single quarter. So yeah, I kind of know my stuff, and I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna continue doing this kind of thing on my channel, so hopefully you guys like it. And yeah, I'm gonna dive straight in. So first up, we have a brand new haircut that I think is gonna be absolutely huge this autumn winter. This is the fox cut. So if you imagine the fox cut as kind of like that combo between the butterfly haircut, which was huge last season. So kind of butterfly haircut is longer, layered, and you've got that amazing kind of swooping effect. There was a lot of kind of frontal shaping with the butterfly cut. If you combine that as well with the previous to the butterfly cut, the previous season to that was your wolf cut, then in between those two we have the fox cut. So fox cut is slightly more polished, a little bit more elevated. Of course it's shorter than your butterfly haircut, but you can also get two different lengths with your fox cut. So you can get kind of a longer version where your layers, they're still quite short around the front, but they're soft and sultry. Going into autumn winter, we see this kind of villain or vixen era. It's still really prominent at the moment. It's kind of taken over TikTok, and it's quite big on TikTok, but we can see that coming through. So again, the fox cut kind of plays into this. It's quite sexy, it's quite like vixen, vixen-esque. But yeah, so we can get two different hair lengths with your fox cut, so you can mix it up depending on kind of what suits you and what length. But yeah, we can go kind of collarbone length with the fox cut, or a slightly longer version as well. But I absolutely love this cut. As I say, yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely huge. And I mean, I'm really tempted myself, but I've been trying so hard this past year just to grow all of my shaping out, because I kind of overdid it and I tried to go for the shag cut. Didn't really do much for me. I felt like I was styling it so much more. But no, with the fox cut, I think you won't have to style it loads. It's not like super short and super layered. And I think it will really complement and suit so many people. So yeah, the fox cut is #1 trend for autumn winter 23. Okay, next up for our autumn winter 23 trends, we have Cowboy Copper. So the only reason I can kind of think why we've come to the name Cowboy Copper, I think it must have come from Jessie from Toy Story. If you think of her hair, she's got this amazing kind of coppery red color. And yeah, that's the name that we are giving this really light coppery auburny tone this season. So Cowboy Copper. And if we think about last season, so cherry cola was a really big trend, and it was quite dark and deep, and it was that really deep red tone introducing into kind of your really deep brunette tones. But actually now we think Cowboy Copper, because we are going into autumn winter, I think it is so genius, because I always say to clients or anyone thinking of going darker in the winter months, this is actually kind of the opposite thing that you should do. So as you are approaching autumn winter, and obviously your skin has naturally got less warmth, you're not in the sun, you haven't got that glow, naturally everyone is slightly paler. Kind of the last thing you want to do is go darker in those autumn winter months. So the fact that we've evolved from this kind of cherry cola, which was last season, now we're coming into Cowboy Copper. It's lighter, it's brighter, it's softer as well, and it just suits so many skin tones, especially if you have blue eyes. That combination of blue eyes and then that coppery hair, it's just perfect, because you've kind of got those contrasting colors. They're the complete opposite ends of the color wheel. Your blue and kind of your orangey copper are complete opposite ends. So it looks amazing if you have blue eyes. If you're fair toned and fair skinned, you can really pull it off. But equally, if you've got that warm tone to your skin and you're naturally kind of, you've got that yellow olivey undertone anyway, it would, yeah, it just suits so many people, the Cowboy Copper. So I can see, especially in salons and across Instagram, we are going to see a lot of women opt in for this colour, and yeah, I absolutely love it. It just looks so cool. Okay, next up, our third trend for autumn winter 2023, we have the tailored crop, and I'm actually so pleased to see this coming through this season. And it's been such a long time, I feel, that we have seen that short haircut really come through as a movement. Of course, there's always going to be kind of those absolutely stunning women who can pull it off all year round and all the time, but it's been so long when you think about it since the short haircut on women has been a movement. And I think, I'm pretty sure I can speak for all of us if everyone remembers the Frankie Bridge haircut. So the absolute chokehold that had on so many women and so many girls. And I remember, I mean, God, this would have been over 10 years ago. I remember working in the salon, so many girls would bring in the picture of Frankie's haircut and, oh my God, can you give me this haircut? And how scared I felt as a stylist. I mean, I hadn't long qualified. I'd been hairdressing for 12 years. But yeah, that was the era we were in back then. So let's say like 10, 12 years ago, the Frankie Bridge haircut. And I feel like it's been so long since we've had a haircut like that, and I've actually seen it being referenced on TikTok lately, how kind of the Frankie Bridge is kind of almost coming back, or basically a version of that. So we're calling it the tailored crop, and I think the difference here is that before, when the Frankie Bridge haircut was so prominent, women would just come into the salon, here's the picture of Frankie, give me that. And so many hairdressers would basically give them that. And this is where we've evolved so much now. We're calling it the tailored crop because it is tailored to you, your hair type, your head shape, your face shape. Everything is tailored. So whether you need it softer at the back, you need it more wispy, you might need a bit more length on the front. I mean, Frankie's at the time was so heavy on the front. It was so short and then so heavy and kind of loaded at the front, and that's why it kind of didn't suit a lot of people. But this time, yeah, it's really tailored to you and your hair type, and it looks so much more feminine and softer. And yeah, I'm personally so excited to see this again, hopefully become a really big trend in autumn winter 23, and yeah, hopefully a lot of women jumping on it and just embracing that short hair. I would love to do it one day. I'm not there yet, don't get me wrong. I use my hair so much in my videos, but I just can imagine how liberating it is if you did chop your hair off like this. It just, honestly, it looks so cool. And I also think celebrities like Pixie Lott and Florence Pugh, with them recently cutting all their hair off and going short, I really think this has kind of accelerated this movement with women wanting shorter cropped hairstyles. Next up, number 4, we have on our autumn winter 23 hair trends, we have old money blonde. So I'm not sure if some of you have heard of the term old money, but it's been going around TikTok for the last kind of month or so. I see this being an absolutely huge trend this autumn winter, and it's kind of another term for expensive blondes. And it's so funny because when I recently got my hair colored, that's the exact mood board that I put together and then showed my hair colorist. So I wanted various tones running through, really multi-dimensional, tonal, but really kind of pared back and so suited and kind of blended with your own natural hair color. So we're really seeing a move away. I'm not seeing at all anymore those really bright blondes, no money pieces, no kind of bright pieces around your face. And I've actually seen a reference saying anything that's bright or kind of in your face, or any bright pieces around your face, we're calling that new money. And it's just funny how we're kind of referencing things as old money, new money. But essentially, if you just think of old money as classic, contemporary, and just really classy, really. So yeah, look for blondes with tones running through. You want some of your natural tone actually running through, so low lights going through your hair, and just super healthy and expensive, luxe and shiny. But yeah, old money blondes. And then lastly, number 5 on my list of autumn winter 23 hair trends, which I think will be huge, is the polished bedhead. So I guess if you're quite familiar and you keep up to date with runways and fashion weeks and things like that, kind of this bedhead look is always on runways and on fashion weeks, but we're really seeing it come through now down to kind of your everyday consumers and everyday clients and kind of everyday people just like us. So the perfect way to achieve that polished bedhead, if you let your hair air dry, and I think there's a massive movement now as well, and kind of women opting away from heat a lot more. So let your hair air dry if you have got naturally wavy hair, and then you can top up any pieces which are just a little bit straighter and or maybe more slept in. You need to top that up, so it's not literally a bedhead, but it's just that movement, and so it kind of looks and feels like a bedhead. So grab a tong. I prefer like a really thin one mixed in with then maybe a chunkier tong. Accentuate and add in some curls around the front, and then you really absolutely want to be loading up your hair with shine spray, oils, serums. Just make your hair look luxe and healthy and shiny, but that is your key, and absolutely no flyaways or kind of baby hairs poking out. So it is that kind of pretend bedhead. Or another really great technique that I like to use, especially if you wash your hair in the evening, I like to blow dry my hair. So I'll blow dry it quite smooth, but then afterwards when your hair is still warm from the hairdryer, I'll just do a simple 3-strand braid round the back, or maybe I'll do 2 3-strand braids, bring them around the front. And this is really great just to look after your hair as well whilst you're sleeping, so it doesn't get all tangled and frayed on your pillow. And then let your braids out in the morning, and then you've just got that really nice like slightly kinked bedhead texture. And then you go in the next day with your serum, your oils, and definitely shine spray, and then hairspray also, just to get rid of any little fluffy flyaways on the top. So yeah, polished bedhead. So there we have it. We have the fox haircut, cowgirl copper hair colour, tailored cropped haircuts, old money blondes, and then polished bedheads. They are my 5 predicted autumn winter hair trends, which I think are going to be huge this season. Comment down below and let me know if you're thinking of trying any of those hair trends, or if you think I'm correct with these hair trends, if you think you're seeing any other hair trends coming through this season. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I love doing these videos, and let me know if you want to see more of this kind of thing with trends and kind of trending styles, trending hair. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks guys.